Greetings, friends, family, and survivors. Well, we're on a rescue mission. So far, I think it's the hottest day of the year. It's supposed to be 91 today. I doubt it'll get there, but we are in a red flag warning for wind, possibly thunder this afternoon. We're on the way to rescue the food bank truck. Some folks from our church manage the food bank, and it's all volunteer, and all we have to do is pick up the food and rent a building and then distribute it to the poor and suffering. So our new food bank truck just broke down. Well, new to us at any rate. I don't know how I'm going to get it on my car trailer. It's 8 feet wide. My trailer's only 7 feet wide, so that could be a challenge. At any rate, I better shift, huh? I'm thinking if I take the outer wheels off, it's dualies, liftgate truck. If I get the outer wheels off, it might be narrow enough to get up on my trailer. But it's in a really inconvenient spot, and I've got a whole bunch of food, 4 pallets of food in the back that we got to get out of the heat. So it's going to be exciting. Isn't that beautiful and green? That's just so amazing. It wasn't like that when we moved here. So thankful for the spring rains and snows. All right, see you in a few. Okay, it's been too busy to video the rescue, but we got the frozen food back to the food bank. Had to race down here because stuff was thawing, so, and then go back out to the highway and make another load. Yeah. Yep. So got some folks coming down to help me. Hey, sorry I couldn't film any more of it. The box truck broke down right on the highway, and it was just barely enough room to pull in front of a hay ranch, and we were blocking their gate. So we were able to get the truck started and drive it about 2 miles, and then it quit running again, but we had a better spot where we could at least offload it. Got all of the perishables, got them to the food bank, had to go back and get 2 more pallets of canned food. Just got that loaded in. Crew met us down there, helped us unload everything, and that's a good thing. So it was an issue because last week when we go get the food, when our people get the food, they do it on the first Tuesday of the month, and then Wednesday is the food bank is open. And last week, this particular time, the distribution warehouse was closed, so they weren't able to give any food out to people last week. And I just went in and looked. The food bank was just bare shelves. And if we weren't able to make this happen today, tomorrow, all the people would have showed up and there would be no food. And that would have been 2 weeks without food. And there's a lot of impoverished people, but there's a big difference between impoverished people in an inner city versus impoverished people in an extremely rural community. And what we're talking about is the working poor. People that are on welfare and have food stamps eat better than I do. Many of them, not all of them, but many of them. The amount of money that they give you for food stamps is unreal. I mean, I could feed my family on a quarter of that. It wouldn't be the way I'd want to eat, but I could make it happen, right? But the people that we're seeing mostly, they're working poor. They don't have food stamps. They don't have welfare. They're just trying to make ends meet, and they're short. And they're the ones we want to help the most. So I really felt very compelled to try to make this happen today and not lose 5,000 pounds of food. I would say at least 1,500 of it was perishables. And so we didn't have a choice of having a wrecker haul it in for us. So we ended up unloading it and stocking the food bank, and then calling a big rig wrecker, or a bigger wrecker, and they're hauling it to a mechanic shop in town and see if we can get this truck up and running dependably before winter. That would be great. And again, this is all volunteer. Now the food is donated by different stores and that sort of thing, and a lot of it's right up against the pull date. But the building, the rent for the building, the refrigeration, electrical costs for refrigeration, the truck to go to town and pick it up at the warehouse and haul it back, and the fuel, all of that's donations. It's not government money doing that. And these people work really hard to try to help the working poor. And so I want to do everything I can to help as well. All right, hope I explained that. It's probably more than you wanted or needed to know, but I felt like saying it. So I'm going to head home and get some dinner and hit the sack. Have a blessed night.